this spare computer room because I recently moved, so my room is filled with boxes. So we'll probably have this set for a little while longer, but it is aesthetic enough for now. There's a lot of floral. We're just vibing with it for the moment. So, see, vibing, floral, that was an accident. I'm even wearing blue. Wow, that was a mood. Anyway, today I wanted to show you some of the things that I'm going to be getting rid of, mostly giving it to charity. There are a couple things I might sell, and I really want to do that because it's really important to do that when you are moving. Or, well, any time of the year really, where you have some stuff that you find that you don't need anymore. If you haven't worn anything for years, there's really no reason for you to be keeping it. It's just going to get moth-eaten and dusty and less desirable. If you pass it on while it's still looking good, someone else might get a lot more use out of it. They might be able to buy it, you might be able to donate it if it's not worth so much money, and someone who isn't as well off is going to get a lot of use out of it, even if you can't. Most of my clothes are actually thrifted, including some of the stuff that I am going to be giving away, probably back to the thrift store, or to friends, because I know some of my friends probably might want this stuff. So hopefully this is interesting, and hopefully you get a bit of inspiration to clean out your own. So the first item is this Ruby Gloom bag. I wasn't super into Ruby Gloom when it came out, but then again my parents were super restrictive on what we could watch on TV, so I might not have even been allowed to watch it. But I got this from my cousins a couple of years ago, and I used it as my gym bag. I was a goth and a grunge girl, as you're about to see from this pile, and this was one of the few items that sort of kept going after that phase was long done. And yes, it was a phase. I know a lot of people are like, goth is not a phase, and it might not be for you, but definitely was for me. No judgment there, like, we all go through phases. Some of us do, some of us don't. That's perfectly fine. Some people's phase involves dressing entirely black and dressing entirely in pink. Some people's phases just involve changing chokers for long necklaces. We all have moods. Mine were just a little more extreme. So yeah, this bag is awkwardly small. It is way too small to fit pretty much anything in, but it's also way too big to be just a casual day bag, which is why it became my gym bag. It's in pretty decent condition. There's nothing like physically wrong with it. It's a little bit dusty around the edges just because it's been like sitting on my shelf for months. Yeah, so this is probably going to go into the second hand pile, and someone else might get a lot of use out of it. It's a very Y2K aesthetic thing, so yeah, maybe someone's aesthetic matches this a wee bit more than mine does at the moment. Next up on the goth pile is Emily the Strange. I'll be honest here, I still like Emily the Strange. I'm still into goth music. It's a thing that did not pass, even if the fashion did. Yeah, I first discovered Emily the Strange through the chapter books when I would be about 14, I think, 14 or 15. And as you can see, I was a fan enough to wear a t-shirt. I think I also had a wallet at one point. It looks pretty grungy at the moment, but again, that's kind of an aesthetic. You get prints that are done like that intentionally, so maybe someone else will like this. I don't really know. Like, it's not too bad. It's not stained or anything. It is a little bit worn. I don't really know if anyone else out there is big in Emily the Strange at the moment, because it's a little bit past it. They haven't really done anything new in ages, or at least not that I've noticed online anyway. So yeah, I might donate it. I'm not really sure. I think I might need a second opinion on this one, just because I wore it for years. This was like my go-to shirt in high school for freaking ages. So yeah, this is definitely going out. It probably needs a wash. It's a little hairy. But yeah, Emily the Strange. That was a mood. That was a time. No longer happening. Goodbye. So I'll be honest, this piece is a little bit sentimental, and I keep thinking, maybe if I lose weight and I fit it again and it looks really cute, I'll keep it. But like, I've lost weight several times and it fit again and I still didn't wear it. Like, why am I keeping this? This was actually the very first skirt I bought. I repeat, this was the first skirt I ever bought. I basically swore off skirts when I was about, I would say about 9, and I didn't wear them again until I was 18. It was my senior year of high school, which around here is the only year you're allowed to wear your own home type outfits. We call them mufti. It's your, you know, whatever you want to wear. It's not uniforms. And this was the first skirt I ever bought, because I was finally starting to wear things that were not jeans and baggy t-shirts. And I was like, oh look, it's black. It goes with my aesthetic. I can wear it with all black everything else. And I loved this. It was literally my first skirt. It was the thing that led me to where I am now. But I don't wear it doesn't go with my aesthetic. Why am I keeping this? It's like too small for me. I mean, look at that tiny ass waist. It's about the size of my head. Come on. Yeah, so this is definitely going on the out pile. Thank you, but goodbye. I don't need you anymore. Why is this shirt like this? Okay, got it. So, I was obsessed with this shirt. It's like a tunic dress thing, but that is kind of part of the reason right there why I'm getting rid of it. It's just not long enough to be a dress. I'm 5'1", roughly. The 1 is almost a lie, but we're going with it. And yeah, it's too short on me to be worn without leggings underneath it. And it's not a good look without leggings. And some days I don't want to wear leggings. And it's also too long to be a shirt, so it looks really stupid when I wear jeans or proper pants with it. And, like, I love this belt. I'm obsessed with corset belts. I have, like, 3 other corset belt things, and I want 10 million more. But I don't wear it. It's not my aesthetic anymore. As you can see, it's really awkward to get on because the belt doesn't stay where it's supposed to. Like, it's supposed to be on the front and then on the back, but it gets all twisted and it all ends up on one side. It's a pain in the butt. So, yeah, I think I really need to get rid of this because I don't wear it. It's just not great. I mean, it's totally wearable. I mean, we did fix it up a little bit on the side once, but you couldn't tell. And, like, it's absolutely in great condition. Needs a wash, but great condition. And, yeah, I mean, someone who's tall enough to wear it as a shirt could really love this. Someone who is short enough to wear this as a dress could love this. I'm not loving it. It needs a new home. It's completely fine, and someone else can get a lot of joy out of this, especially if they love corset belts as much as I do, and they wear far more black than I do. So, say goodbye to this dress. This item was one of my first forays into colour. Yeah, you heard that correctly. I wore all black all the time for years. I didn't even own blue jeans. I owned grey jeans. That was like my big foray into the world of light before I ended up like this, obviously. And this was like this burgundy pinky colour. Like, the ribbon is quite feminine. It was like my first girly piece of clothing in forever. And yeah, I got a lot of compliments on it back in the day. But it does not flatter me anymore. I used to be a very different shape. I used to carry a lot of weight on my arms and my lower legs and my stomach, but now I carry more of my weight in my hips, and like, this is just not a good look for that. And yeah, it needs to go. It's pretty, it's like in absolutely great position. Okay, it's a little hairy. It's in good condition other than the hair. But again, I'll be washing most of this before I pass it on. Yeah, it's like, it's cute, it's see-through, it doesn't go with my aesthetic, it doesn't look good on me. But I think someone else could get a lot of wear out of this. I mean, I love the lace detailing. It's literally a lace vest. I mean, it's a mood. It's just not my mood right now. And yeah, it needs a good home, and I am not it, so it can go goodbye too. So this shirt is actually the last of a collection. I had like, I had like at least 7 or 8 of these things. It is a sleeveless, button-up, collared shirt. It was like my iconic summer shirt for years. I had so many of these. I had singlets without the collar for years, and I had a mood when I was just like, I want collars on all of my shirts, and then these were the result. And I had tons of them. I would layer them. I'd wear them on their own. They were like my thing. They were all black or tartan, and they almost all had studs on them. It was a big, big moment in my life. But I've gotten rid of most of them. Some didn't suit me, some were just not my aesthetic anymore, some were just old and holy and could not go to a new home. And this is the last surviving one, specifically just because it was really easy to layer. And it doesn't really fit in all the right places anymore, because again, my weight's sort of moved to different places. And yeah, it's not flattering, it's not my aesthetic, I don't wear it. It is wearable, I think, because this was probably not one of my favourites back in the day, so it didn't get as much wear as it possibly could have from me. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a buttonhole at some point which was a little dodgy looking, but I can fix that before I send it on. Again, I'm going to be doing washing and folding of all of this stuff, so don't worry about the fact I keep throwing it over the side. But yeah, so this will eventually go to a new home. Yeah, I'm not in search for a rush to get rid of this one, just because I've gotten rid of so many of its friends already. But yeah, it'll move on eventually. It's wearable, it's fine, it's good. It's just not me. So, bye bye. This shirt I'm a little bit on the fence for. I only got it, I want to say about a year and a half ago. And I kind of still like it. It's a little velvety, it's got texture, it's like longer, but again, it's like dark purple. I don't really wear this color anymore. Yeah, I have a bunch of like dark green clothes that I still really like, just because like green eyes, green clothes, it's a thing. This just doesn't spark any joy. It's cute and it's comfortable, but I don't really have anything to wear with it, and when I do try and figure out a way to wear it, I just feel kind of disappointed because it doesn't look like what I had in my head. And yeah, it keeps letting me down, this shirt, and I don't wear it because of that. And yeah, it's in fine condition, it's perfectly wearable, and yeah, oh no, it's got a hole! It's got a hole! Oh no, it's got a little hole right there. Okay, I can fix that. I don't know what that's from. I don't know how it got a hole. Oh no. Oh, that's sad. Okay, I will be fixing that hole before it goes to a new home. But yeah, I don't wear this. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad it has a hole. Oh no. I'm going to be putting that in this pile, so I can fix up that hole in a minute, because that's a little unfortunate. Oh well, I will fix that. I talked about this shirt several months ago. Clearly, I still have it. My mother loves this shirt. It kind of goes with the skirt. I just have a problem with wearing sheer things without something either over or under it. And because it's like a navy blue, I have no idea what to actually pair it with in that respect. Clearly, it's still got its tag on it. I haven't worn it anywhere. I've just put it on and been like, maybe not. So, yeah, and again, my navy blue things always remind me of my mother. She helped me make this skirt, so it's kind of an exception to that rule. Kind of an exception? I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Like, for some reason, the fact that we made it together makes it kind of okay to wear it, because it's navy blue, and navy blue is mum's colour, but like, it was a collaborative skirt. This was like, I made a mistake and bought something navy blue that doesn't look great, and it's brown, and like, I hate brown. Yeah, lots of regrets about buying this thing. I think if I do get rid of this one, it will be on the sell tag, the sell pile, sell tag, you know what I mean, just because it has its tag on it, and it's brand new, it's completely unworn, unholy, unholy. Yeah, so I'll probably get rid of this one eventually. Eventually. Another thing I have owned forever is this. I would have gotten it when I was maybe 14. It does not fit me. I mean, it goes on. I can move my arms in it, but it doesn't do up. Admittedly, most of my jackets don't do up because like my boob span and my arm span and my back span are apparently all different sizes, but it's fine. Yeah, it doesn't fit my aesthetic. I don't love the toggle things. My mother's obsessed with toggle things. I don't like them very much. They're brown, on navy. What is up with that? Who chose that design? It has poofy, like, sleeves. It's kind of hard to show you on hanger, but, like, it's a poof. It's a big poof. But it's not a cute poof. It's just, like, a 80s shoulder pad poof, which I don't personally appreciate. So, this one's going out as well. You know something's old when the actual company has changed their logo 3 times since you bought it. Yeah, this was like my favourite thing in the world for years. Again, one of the first dresses I ever bought after I got that skirt. It was like dresses came next. And this is one of them. And I do adore the print. I do think the print is adorable. The style is pretty universal. It's one of those things that just don't date. And like, even though I wore it all the time, the quality is just so good. And like, it's got no damages. Obviously, it's a bit sheer. And I don't like wearing sheer things as much as I used to. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting older. So yeah, this one's probably going into the donate pile, just because I think it's a little bit too old to be bothered selling it. I mean, it could get maybe a couple bucks if anything. So yeah, yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I won't deny that it's cute. But I don't wear this style and color anymore, and it deserves a good home. It's completely wearable. I think a lot of people could really enjoy it. It's just lots of deers and butterflies and birds. It's a cute print. If it was like in pastel blue or pink or yellow, I would keep it in a heartbeat, but it isn't. It's like a maroon. So this one is going out the door as well. Do you all remember when it was a thing to bedazzle everything you owned? I was still a grungy gothy girl during that stage. Okay, admittedly I was coming out of the goth and into the grunge, but like, look, I didn't do that. I bought it like that. And I honestly don't know if that was supposed to be like that when they bought it or if someone did something to it. But it was my way of attempting to be within my own genre of fashion while also being on trend. I actually still like this, despite my pastel inner core. I still kind of like it, and I kind of feel silly liking it because I don't wear this sort of thing anymore. But I wore this almost every single day in high school. This was another one of my like go-to pieces. I would wear like a black long sleeve shirt, grey jeans, and this. This was like my token piece of colour, and I was obsessed with it. It is a little bit faded, but I did get it second hand to begin with. But it's honestly and fully wearable. It's like, it's fully wearable. Look at it. Look at it. It's fine. I love the lining. I love the like leather print lining. I still love a good black and white print. I just happen to like it when it's white based more than black based these days. So yeah, I think this might either be a sell or a donate. I feel a little bit more like a sell just because it's so unique, and it's a European brand, which I'm in New Zealand. You can't find this stuff here. And I have done a little bit of repairs. The sort of study bits came off a couple times, so I sewed them back on. But like, again, you would absolutely never notice. It is in absolutely perfect condition, really. It does have the little chainy bits get tangled sometimes, but you know, they're not hard to detangle. So yeah, it is in fantastic condition, all things considered, and I just really want it to go to a happy good home because I still really kind of like them, even though I would never ever wear it again. Last but not least, we have a cat one. This is the cat one. I also have a bat one that I'm giving away, but that's already gone out, so no point in talking about that one. Yeah, I don't like grey shirts. They don't look good on me. They make me look really, really pale. It's not a good look. I don't want to look pale. I mean, I don't want to look pale. I don't want to look paler than my certain degree of pale. I'm already pretty pale. I don't need help with that. So yeah, Mr. Grey Tea is going out. She's extremely muscular, and it's kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't really wear this one because I didn't like it to begin with. My mum bought it for me. So, bye-bye Batgirl Tea, Catwoman. Why do I keep saying Batgirl? I'm better than this. Fake nerd. Anyway, she's going out. Never a big fan. Bye-bye. So that is all from me. That is all my piles of stuff that I need to put out. So I'm going to wash the stuff that is washing. I'm going to fold most of it up and bring it off to whatever new home it's going to end up with. Some of it, of course, is going to be sold on. The rest is going to charity. I'm probably going to aim for either the hospice, which has had a real big impact on my extended family, so I personally think it is a fantastic charitable place to donate to, or it's going to go to the SPCA shops, because the SPCA is, well, it has a lot of really good stuff for animals around my area, and again, it's something that's impacted my life personally, especially with my animals, so of course they are someone that I want to support. So I always recommend that people look into that when they are donating their clothes, because places like Goodwill in the States, they aren't actually charities. People think that they're doing a good deed by giving their clothes over to an organisation because, oh, they sell them and they make money for causes, but they often don't, or they often put very, very little of what they actually sell towards the charities they support, and the majority of it goes to some CEO doing who knows what. It's also really important when you're selling your clothes to think about that as well. There are some sites that give the vast majority back to you. There are some sites that do it charitably. And yeah, it's just really good to look at your options, especially with places like Depop that have a really high seller's fee. Yeah, it's just really good to think about where and how you're getting rid of your clothes rather than just throwing everything away, which is easier, but it's much worse for the environment and just kind of bad for your conscience when it could just go to someone who actually really needs it, or it could go to supporting a good cause instead. So yeah, that is me for today. I will be back talking about something else some other time. I don't know. I'm very busy at the moment. But I will see you next time, whenever that next time may be.